everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so I'm back at it once again for another unboxing and review video, and this time I'm going to be covering Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest. And as you can see, this is another 4K Warner Brothers Collector's Edition. And I have to tell you, I am covering quite a bit when it comes to Warner Brothers and their Collector's Editions just in the last couple of weeks. Whether it's The Wizard of Oz, Beetlejuice, the recently released Blazing Saddles as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave links in the description below for every single one of those videos. And if you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend doing so. But I have to tell you, out of all of them, this one is the best release. If you're familiar with Warner Brothers and their collector's editions, you know exactly what to expect with this one. Comes in this lovely hard rigid box. You've got a lenticular cover this time on this release. This is something a bit different for Warner Brothers. I don't think they've ever done a collector's release with a lenticular cover, so that's a nice added bonus. You get a rather beautiful looking steelbook inside it as well, and then of course you get all the goodies. The double-sided poster, the postcards, and your booklet. Like I said, a stunning release, and I'm looking forward to taking us around this one and showing you everything that's inside it. That will be coming up very, very soon. Now, there's another edition that I wanted to just quickly show at the start of this video, if you're not aware of it already. I've done a video on it. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this video as well. I highly recommend checking it out if you're an Alfred Hitchcock fan. This is the crown jewel of my collection. I'm still pinching myself that I have this release. It is the complete Alfred Hitchcock film reel collection. And look at the way this set is presented. Like I said, I'm still pinching myself that I have this release. And I got it at such an amazing price. I think it was around €70. €70 for this amazing set. So as you can see, each movie comes in a film reel. It's quite unique, and like I said, highly recommend checking out that video if you haven't seen it already. Like I said, link in the description below. Right, so back to North by Northwest. Now I have to tell you, this one is a big deal for me, because it's definitely up there as one of my favourite Alfred Hitchcock movies. And to see it get this kind of treatment is really, really special. It's a tale of mistaken identity. It stars Cary Grant, who gets mistaken to be a government agent. And he's basically on the run across America. It is that ultimate on-the-run kind of movie with an Alfred Hitchcock twist. Now, I have to tell you, at the time, the movie was highly regarded for its action set pieces. And after revisiting it again, I can see why. They are absolutely fantastic, no question about it, and a lot of them hold up incredibly well today. Now, there's one scene in particular that I found got massively elevated because of the Dolby Atmos soundtrack that you get in this one. And I'll get more into that now very, very soon. But it goes without saying, if you haven't checked out North by Northwest, I can't imagine there's too many of you out there, but if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend doing so. Now, in terms of special features when it comes to this release, you do get a commentary by screenwriter Ernest Lehman. There is a featurette covering the cinematography, score and editing of the movie. Of course, you get a making of North by Northwest, and there's one or two added featurettes in there, and I'm almost certain that all the special features are part of the 4K disc, which is great to see. Right, so I'm going to take us around this release, give you a close look at it, and then I'm going to come back and just briefly talk about its 4K picture. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, North by Northwest, and there is a J card. I wanted to quickly bring it in and let you have a look at it. So as you can see, as per usual, you've got all the contents inside. You got the synopsis and the special features, and then of course all your technical information as well. And just like every other Warner Brothers Collector's release, it simply wraps around your edition, held on by glue spots. Just be careful when removing. So put that to a side, let's get on with the release itself. And I think what's going to make people so happy, fans of this movie, is the fact that they stuck to the original artwork for this movie. But, like I said at the start of this video, it does come in a lenticular cover. Now, the lenticular doesn't do a whole lot, it just adds an element of depth to the picture. Again, it's not going to come across in the camera, but it does look amazing. And then, of course, you got on the top of it there, the Master of Suspense weaves his greatest tale. You got the cast, and then, of course, you got the title of the movie, a few more credits. And the ratings are stickers, as per usual, and they can be removed. The artwork screams Alfred Hitchcock. And I'm so happy they even stuck with the same artwork on the steelbook, and it looks fantastic, which I'll be showing very, very soon. So that is the main artwork. I'm going to just show you the top of it. You just got North by Northwest. And the bottom of it, you just got the Warner Brothers logo there. So onto the spine we go, and as you can see, it has a lovely high gloss finish on it. And this actually pairs up nicely with all the other collector's releases from Warner Brothers. And this is the back of the set. It's very, very simple, but it was very important to include that iconic scene. And there's something about it. I like it. I really do. Very simple, but yeah, I like it. So there's not much else to be said. Like I said, high gloss finish on it. So, turn it around to the contents, and here we go. And as you can see, everything is sitting in there nice and snug. So, let's remove everything. So, I'm going to start with the envelope that you get. And as you can see, it's covering that, you know, the pack of matches that he has, the ROT on it. So I thought that was a rather nice touch. And high gloss finish on that one as well. And right around to the back, there's nothing to be seen. There's nothing to be seen on the spines of it either, or the top or the bottom. So as you can see, it's a rather thick envelope, and it covers there's quite a lot inside this, sorry. So I will open it up, and let's get going with all of its content. Right, so the first thing you have here, it's something similar to the Blazing Saddles release. Again, it reminds me of a bookmarker. I'm sure that's exactly what it is. High gloss finish on this one as well. And it's double-sided, and that is the opposite side. Right, so put that away, and then we've also got, as per usual, the double-sided poster. So it goes without saying, I won't get this in frame, but trust me, you'll get a good idea of what it's all about. But as you can see, it's you got the scene with the plane, and of course Mount Rushmore as well. So that is one side of the poster. When I turn it around, it's the artwork that you see on this set. So again, it was great to see them feature it on poster form. So there you have it. That is the poster. Again, apologies that I couldn't get it in frame, but I think you got an idea of what it's all about. So you've got a couple of postcards here. It's almost like a few drawings. I think you get maybe 4 of them all together. So I'll just quickly show you them ones first. So here we go. As you can see, they're just simply characters from the movie. Well, Alfred Hitchcock as well, of course. And I think there is, 4 of them all together. So that's something a little different. There's nothing on the backs of them. So put that to a side, and then onto the rest of the postcards. And as you can see, there is a few behind the scenes pictures, which is always great to see. I want to see more of that. I really do, instead of simple stills from the movie. So, and that's some unique poster artwork for the movie. So there's 4 of them all together. I think the backing on this one is different to the others. And then the backings of these ones are... Oh no, they're double-sided. I forgot about that. Only for this time, it has a matte finish. So, yes, as you can see, it's more behind-the-scenes stills. So, there you have it. That is all the postcards that you get inside the set. Then you've also got this booklet. And there's quite a lot of pages on this one as well. I was very surprised by it. So, as you can see, it just simply says North by Northwest. And, of course, you got the cast and Alfred Hitchcock. Around to the back, of course, you got a scene from the movie. And yeah, it is, if you're familiar with Warner Brothers and their collector's releases, particularly the booklets, you know what to expect about this. From this one, it's just a big write-up of the movie. And as you can see, there's a few behind-the-scenes shots, a few stills from the movie as well. It is covering quite a bit. So, yeah, just a quick look at the booklet. I didn't want to spend too much time with it. So, there you have it. And lastly, we go on to the steelbook, and check this out. Now, it has a simple matte finish on it, but there is some debossing and embossing on it. It's a very strange thing, because Cary Grant, he's no kind of embossing going on here, but when it's in the square, everything is embossed. It's quite strange. Again, I don't know if my camera is picking it up. but it works very, very well. And then, of course, the title of the movie is Debossed. So, like I said, embossing and debossing. You don't see it often with steelbooks. But, again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but you know me, red and black, looks fantastic. So, yes, stuck with the original artwork, and I think it's very important that they do so. So, that is the main artwork. I'll go on to the spine of this one. And then right around to the back, and as you can see, it is Mount Rushmore. You've got the plane just above it as well. And of course, Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers, they just had to throw those credits down below. So yes, nice to see Warner Brothers putting a bit more effort in terms of the back artwork of their steelbooks. They can be very hit and miss at times. There's something about the steelbook. I love it. I really do. And I think you can buy the steelbook separately. So that is the steelbook in full. Right, so turn it around and I'll quickly show you the discs. So that is your 4K disc. And then, of course, you get your Blu-ray disc. And that's all that's left to show is the inside of the steelbook. And what a scene that is. Absolutely fantastic. So there you have it, folks. So I'm going to do a quick recap, as I always do. So you have that steelbook. Of course, you got that booklet as well. You got all your postcards, your double-sided poster. You got that kind of bookmarker, and that's the envelope that holds all of that in. And then, of course, the main box itself. I couldn't be happier, and Warner Brothers again delivering on another stunning release. Right, so I'm going to make this one very short and sweet because I think all of you know what I'm going to say when it comes to its 4K transfer. Because every single release that we got from Alfred Hitchcock on 4K looks stunning. And this one is absolutely no different. Might be the best 4K transfer we've got for an Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's absolutely stunning. It's one of those transfers where you simply just sit back and you marvel what's on the screen, wondering how they accomplished everything they did when it comes to its 4K transfer. The implementation of HDR is tastefully handled. I think they altered the colour palette on this one as well to give it a more faithful presentation. But the one scene that really stood out for me, I have to tell you, is in terms of those deep blacks, is when you see the end sequence on Mount Rushmore. There's something about that sequence. It looks absolutely stunning, breathtaking. And it's one of those 4K transfers that when you knock it on, you're always reminded that you're looking at a 4K transfer. I am not kidding. It is so unbelievably sharp. The grain structure on it is very fine as well. And I'm always saying it, grain haters, I don't think you have anything to worry about here. There is a few handful of scenes where it does get a little heavy at times. But trust me, it will never ruin your enjoyment of this absolutely astonishing looking 4K transfer. Now, another thing that really surprised me when it comes to this release is the added Dolby Atmos that we got with it. Now, I have to tell you, I was very surprised. I really was. I thought it was overkill, but then I started to think about it. So there is one scene where those overhead channels get a good workout, and this is the scene that I mentioned at the start of the video. It is the scene with the plane chasing Cary Grant. And the way the Dolby Atmos handles that scene is absolutely incredible. You know, you can hear the plane from a distance. It's starting from above your TV. And the way that this plane moves inside your sound space is seamless. It is absolutely perfect. And when it goes by you, I am not kidding, it sounds like it's just above your head. It's an absolutely fantastic effect. A great use of those higher channels. And if they implemented Dolby Atmos just for that scene alone, I think it was worth doing it. Now, I can't think of many other scenes when it comes to those higher channels, mainly for the score of the movie. That's where you hear a lot of those higher channels. But for the most part, the movie is front heavy and the dialogue is very clean on this one. You are going to have absolutely no issues whatsoever. It's a fantastic Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and I highly recommend checking it out just for that airplane scene. I think you're going to be blown away by it. So there you have it, folks. That is my review of Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest, and as you can see by the video, I am so happy. I really, really am. To see this movie looking as good as it does and sounding as good as it does, it is rather special, and I highly recommend looking into it. So there you have it. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of this edition of it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.